It started with a feeling, a quiet hum of dissatisfaction under the surface of my life. Not that I was unhappy, not exactly. But there was this emptiness. My partner and I had fallen into a comfortable routine, a predictable rhythm that, while safe, felt increasingly monotonous. Then I met Sarah. She was vibrant, spontaneous, everything I felt I was missing. Our connection was instant, electric. It was a whirlwind, a rush of excitement and forbidden pleasure. I told myself it was just a fling, a way to inject some life back into my world. But it quickly became more complicated. Sarah wasn't enough. The guilt gnawed at me, the constant need to lie and cover my tracks. I craved something more stable, something that felt less temporary. That's when I met Emily. She was kind, understanding, a breath of fresh air after the intensity of Sarah. With Emily, it was different. It was slow, gentle, a connection built on shared values and quiet moments. I convinced myself that this was different, that Emily was the real thing, that with her, I could build a future. But the reality of juggling two affairs was a constant, suffocating weight. The lies became more elaborate, the excuses more frequent. I was always on edge, terrified of being caught. Sarah demanded more of my time. Emily wanted more commitment. I was pulled in two directions, torn between two lives that couldn't coexist. The stress was unbearable. There were near misses, close calls where I almost exposed myself. I remember one evening, Sarah called while I was having dinner with Emily. I had to pretend it was my mother, whispering apologies as I stepped outside, my heart pounding in my chest. The house of cards I had built was teetering, threatening to collapse at any moment. It all came crashing down at a mutual friend's party. Both Sarah and Emily were there. I tried to play it cool, to keep them separated, but it was impossible. They started talking, comparing notes. The pieces fell into place for them. The lies unraveled. The confrontation was explosive, a scene I'll never forget. Accusations flew, tears streamed, and I stood there, exposed and ashamed. I lost everything. My partner, Sarah, Emily, all gone. The fallout was devastating. I was alone, facing the consequences of my actions. It was a painful lesson, one I wouldn't wish on anyone. The emptiness I had tried to fill with these affairs was now a gaping void, a constant reminder of my mistakes. There are days I find it hard to forgive myself. Looking back, I realize that the problem wasn't with my partner or with Sarah or Emily. The problem was me. I was searching for something outside myself to fix an internal problem. I was running away from my own unhappiness instead of facing it. And in the process, I hurt everyone involved. This is just one small piece of a much bigger puzzle. I could go on, but this video has already gotten long enough. If you are craving to know What were some of my biggest regrets and mistakes? What could I have done better to actually salvage one of those relationships or the problem that still haunts me till today? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more true stories.